drowning, but it's only rainwater. Rain's getting rowdy as the house is tortured. For a quarter of the building is underwater. It's sort of like Atlantis with less water. The walls shaking loose in the course, it better start shit. Losing decoration like pig legs, abortion. Knocking off porches with no caution, and I'm like, oh shit, it's like an ocean. Cause I cold, I'm getting ill. Coral, getting so blue, I want a whale. I'm too down low to set sail. I'm a hot head and cold, it's like hell. Knocking on the doors, they won't leave. Looking for the ceiling, it's dripping. Walk around my house over a helmet. Sofa slip, it won't be hell I met. Death is away by a slip. Before I could buy myself drip. The tide comes in, grabs tight, and I'm swept like water damage. Water damage, the rain crashed in and I'm swept away. I had a headache, please not today. Water damage, my hypothermia is turning up, but my anger is still burning up. The house is falling apart, turning to savage. Water damage. Leaking for years, the drawers with shreds. Right now I have a sponge taped to the roof. Buckets on the floor, so I slept before. Running out in the cold, the drowning stuck, stalled. Hypophobia, I'm getting hydrophobia. Crying cornea, stuck to life like I have no ideas what to do. Stuck at school and I'm not listening to a what to do. Me, I should snap back inside of real estate. I'll be surreal and try to rap away. Anything to not drown inside of this torture. Building a rap for my permanent departure. To come back sometimes from my spit of fortune. I have to spread my wealth so they can keep their health. Invite them at home where they will not drown. I just want them proud to start putting down. After the right finish, turning it around. But as of now, it's only sound level work in the cold sort of just. The Xbox got a motherboard, waterboarded, and I have no choice but to throw it overboard. The half floor turned into a slip aside. A sleep is a wild ride to the night. We wake up seeing hospital lights. Waiting patient with the other patients in the same station. One of them is missing a knife. Meet him again and make it later. I didn't make it later, and he's telling me that the water's getting high. And if it's late for you, take to the sky. You're in the water grave, and that's where you'll die. So I feel like I'm in a freezing wind, and I'm shaking with the sides getting cold into the side. Losing control over the lights, getting water in my eyes. I need a water wine. Right before I die, I want a couple of wise philosophical advice on my descending hope on life. Water damage, the rain crashed in and I'm swept away. I had a headache, please not today. Water damage, my hypothermia is turning up, but my anger is still burning up. The house is falling apart, turning to savage. Water damage. I'm too far into quit and go cower. Keep to myself, then I'll throw in the towel. I needed to dry off after this settles. The water's hot and whistling the kettle. Broke a legs from pushing the pedal. Break the underwater in hopes of a medal. Buy the news console, forget the 360. Regain my soul, I went in too deep. Flapping like a bird, after popping off the water wings. Sad things I learned from letting myself punish me instead of being scared and hiding. As I'm softening, dark headed down to find him a new home. Water, working table at the house unplugged. The old place stood, house fishes growing mold. No work to be sold, the owners would freeze cold. If I do go where I wanna be, that I foretold. Mansion and luxury is what I'm working for. Stability and a home where the ceiling has no holes, where the water could walk in and call it the home. Water damage, the rain crashed in and I'm swept away. Have a headache, it's not today. Water damage, my hypothermia is turning up, but my anger is still burning up. The house is falling apart, they're into savage. Water damage.